From WROC in Rochester, this is News 8 at 5 in high definition.
Simply put, there's devastation. That's the story a day after deadly tornadoes rocked parts of Oklahoma. Survivors are thankful they're alive. The tragedy evolving into a story of strength and miracles in the debris. Good evening, everyone. Maureen's on assignment. We're going to check in with her in a couple of minutes, but right off the top, we want to start with a live picture from outside Oklahoma City. You can see the destruction. That building took a direct hit. Today, the National Weather Service confirms this tornado was rated an EF5, the most extreme it can get, with winds over 200 miles an hour. So far, at least 24 people are confirmed dead, many of them children, and the frantic search for survivors goes on. Rescuers will keep searching the ruins of buildings and homes until every person is accounted for in the tornado-ravaged town of Moore, Oklahoma. Ashley Bursch was inside Briarwood Elementary School when a wall collapsed on her and her sixth grade classmates.
Everybody started crying, and I started crying because I didn't know if I was going to make it or not.
Plaza Towers Elementary School took a direct hit. At least 7 children were killed there.
There will be enormous grief that has to be absorbed, but you will not travel that path alone.
People whose homes are now piles of rubble spent the day trying to salvage whatever belongings they could. They carted away property in suitcases. One man used a hole in his collapsed roof to carry boxes of items out of his home. Muddied and mangled cars litter a neighborhood where homes once stood. The tornado was packing 200-mile-an-hour winds when it carved a path of destruction nearly 2 miles wide and 20 miles long. The marquee of a damaged IMAX movie theater no longer lists film titles. It only says, "Please pray." Our team coverage continues with News 8's Amy Young. And teachers came to the rescue of a lot of children yesterday outside Oklahoma City, and that's what local teachers are talking about today.
Yeah, Kevin, not only teachers, but instructors who keep those very important safety plans up to date. Now, we visited the Fairport Central School District today in the wake of Moore, Oklahoma, and late last year, Newtown, Connecticut. These national tragedies give school officials pause and another reminder to revisit their own school safety plan. In classrooms, especially at the elementary level, teachers wear many hats. They are not only educators, but first responders and parents in many ways while kids are in their care. Yesterday's tornado served as yet another reminder of the importance of having a good communication plan in place. In Fairport, the use of live webcams will act as the direct communication with authorities should they need to respond to the school in an emergency. Instructors who teach school safety in Fairport agree their teachers are so much more.
I feel pretty strongly that teachers have always had first responder roles. I think the media has done a wonderful job of sharing with the world the tragedies and reporting on this. I read about the teacher at the Oklahoma tragedy who was laying on top of 3 of her students, from a fallen wall. And I just, every teacher I've ever worked with in 27 years, I definitely can see them all playing that role.
And Kevin, all schools in New York State have what they call a shelter place plan. They learn where the innermost safe havens are within the schools, and that's really in those inner walls that are protected, obviously, by the outer wall ultimately.
And they're always working to perfect those plans. They drill a lot.
They sure do, Kevin, and they change every year, and so the utmost communication plan is put into place at the beginning of the school year, and they have regular drills throughout the year as well.
And what happened in Oklahoma is the reason why. Thanks, Amy. Now, we've got a lot more coverage on those tornadoes coming up on the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley. Scott is reporting live tonight from outside of Oklahoma City. That's coming up at 6:30. And also, we're beginning a days-long effort to help the American Red Cross help the people in Oklahoma. If you can help with their disaster relief donation, you can text Red Cross, one word, to 90999, and you can also make a donation by calling the Red Cross toll-free 1-800-RED CROSS. Now, a follow-up on a story we first brought you last night. It is all clear at RIT after a hazmat situation forced the evacuation of some apartments, but investigators say they didn't find anything. Crews spent hours working at the Colony Manor apartments overnight. At the time, a student reported becoming ill after having contact with some sort of substance, but crews never found out why he got sick. The student was treated at Strong Hospital. Nobody else got sick, and the all clear was given this morning. I want to get you up to speed. Testimony today in the trial of Mark Skirbo and Megan Merkel. The two are accused in a deadly crash that killed Fairport High School teacher Heather Boyum last summer. A second witness took the stand this morning. 20-year-old Jessica Dawson testified Skirbo and Merkel partied heavily the night before the crash, and she and the co-defendants snorted lines of a party drug similar to ecstasy called Molly. The defense also slammed key witness Daniel Schramm, who returned to the stand today. The defense says her criminal history after the crash makes her not a credible witness. More testimony in court tomorrow. New developments out of the city of Rochester. It could cost you more to park downtown. The mayor's proposed budget increases parking rates for meters and garages. Rachel Barnhart has the details for us. Rachel?
Well, the rate increase will help pay for maintenance to the garages, but many people are worried about the impact on downtown to workers and visitors. Let's take a look at these proposed changes. The rate for city-owned garages would go up $2 a month. The average garage would charge about $86. The rate for meters would go up 25 cents an hour to $1.50 an hour. The city expects to raise an extra $500,000 from these increases. And of course, no one likes paying to park, but the meters ensure customer turnover for businesses, and garages are very expensive to maintain. On the other hand, downtown has struggled to attract visitors and businesses because of the price of parking.
I think it's terrible. So many people aren't coming downtown now because they're so afraid of downtown, and also the parking is so unavailable, and now they're going to raise it. I think it's atrocity.
If you want to encourage us to keep our businesses downtown, I think we pay a healthy rate to the city already. They'd really have to make a strong case to me that they need the additional revenue for some very important purpose.
The question is, how much is too much? And how much do you expect the city to absorb when it has many neighborhoods that are very needy? So it's a balancing act for the mayor and for city council, and I don't think it's easy.
Also in the mayor's proposed budget, parking ticket fines would go up $5 to $40. City council does have to approve these rate increases. The budget goes into effect July 1st. Rachel Barnhart, News 8.
All this school year, we have showcased some of our area's most talented students who excel in the arts. And tonight, we're saluting all of this year's Scholastic Arts Spotlight winners. Maureen McGuire has introduced these kids to us, and she joins us live from Jiva Theater with more. Hi, Maureen.
Hello there, Kevin. Hello, everybody. What better place to celebrate the achievements of local student artists than here at Jiva Theater? I'm actually sitting on the next stage at Jiva, and the audience is slowly but surely beginning to fill up with some of the best student artists in our region. One of those artists is with me here on the stage. So happy that Abby Hotelling is here with us. Abby, why don't you come right on here under the spotlight, if you will. Abby is from Gananda High School, and she has drawn and painted and done sculpture all 4 years of high school. What do the arts mean for you, Abby?
Art is just such a different class than all of the other classes, so it gives me a way to explore my creative side, and it's something I'll always have.
What was it like for you to see your story on TV at Channel 8?
It was very exciting, and it meant a lot to have my accomplishments over the past 4 years in art recognized.
Abby, really quickly, where are you going next year?
I'll be going to the University of Rochester.
Terrific. A girl who's staying home. Lucky for all of us. Thank you so much, Abby. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I want to let you know that along with Abby, there are 14 other outstanding artists here, Kevin, and a little later they are going to be given a handcrafted piece of artwork from a local artist specifically made for them to honor their achievements, and I'm going to show you that tonight at 6, so stay tuned. It's an exciting night for Scholastic Arts Spotlight here at Jiva.
Okay, thanks, Maureen. See you again at 6 o'clock. If you'd like to see all of this year's winners, just go to rochesterhomepage.net, click on News, and then look for the Scholastic Arts Spotlight link. Still to come on News 8, voters out across our area making decisions on school budgets today. We'll have details on some of the biggest. And next, turns out a little music therapy is helpful to patients in intensive care.
You're watching The Team You Can Trust, Kevin Doran, Maureen McGuire, and Rochester's most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Hetzko. This is News 8 at 5 in high definition.